Okay, so we are going to be looking at the arithmetic of function in this particular set. We have gone through so many other videos which include transformation of functions, different type of function, transformation of functions, and then basically types of function. We discussed them previously in the live class, so we are going to be doing arithmetic function here. We're also going to discuss it in the live section, but this is a review so that you get the picture of what we're going to be doing later on today. So in this function, arithmetic of function, I told you can add them, you can multiply them, you can subtract them, and then you can divide. But there is a condition when you're dealing with quotient. When a function is in fraction, we always check the denominator to be sure that there is no restriction. For instance, we don't want at any point to have minus 2 for as x in the denominator, and that's why we wrote this particular condition, provided that condition is met. Now similarly, you can see the next what we're supposed to do next is composite function. We call this function of the function, right? So function of the function is when you are given a function and then you're supposed to evaluate it in another function. Some call it nested function or function inside another function, right? So pronounce function f of g of x, the same thing f of g of x. So which means in your normal f of x as a function, anywhere you see x, you're supposed to now substitute g of x, right? You pick the whole variables in g of x and substitute inside. That is that, as simple as that. So let's pick an example. You can see here we have two functions, f of x and then g of x, two separate functions. How can I find g of x? This is the same thing as f of g of x. It's the same. So how can I find this? So very simple. Anywhere I see x in my previous f of x, I just substitute g of x. And what is g of x? G of x is 3x. So it becomes f of 3x. Why? Because 3x is representing g of x. All I need to do is to evaluate. Is to do what? Is to evaluate. And that is that about that. I will pick this and go and put, which I have 3x here, which is x. If I square it, 3 squared is 9, x squared is x squared. Then we have 1, then we'll put it together. This is now f of 3x, which is f of g of x. As simple as that. Now similarly, we have g of f of x. Now what is g of f of x? The same thing. I'm going to pick f of x and come and substitute in g of x. See, this is g f of x. I substitute here. So we have g of x squared plus 1 because this represents our function f of x. So all I'm supposed to do is to multiply. Multiply through 3 multiplied by 3 by x squared is 3x squared. 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. Now note this. That is why we have this rule when you talk about composite function or function inside another function. If I do f of g of x, is not the same as g of f of x. You can use this to check. You see, here we have 3 9x squared, while here we have 3x squared plus 1 here, we have plus 3 here. So it's never the same at all. Good. So the next thing we're supposed to do is they can actually give you in terms of numbers, right? Which is more easier. It's more easier because f of g of 2. Remember your initial functions, f of x was what? X squared plus 1, right? While your g of x was 3x. So g of 2 is very simple. G of 2 is just 3 multiplied by 2, which is here, which is 6. Now f of g of 2, we have gotten g of 2 as 6. All we need to do is to evaluate. So f of 6 is just 6 squared plus 1, considering the initial function was x squared plus 1. So here is 36 plus 1, 37. Fine. So we can, let's now try g of f of 2 and see f of 2 is the same thing as 2 squared plus 1 from this, which is what? 4 plus 1, which is 5. So g of f of 2 is the same thing as g of 5, right? So this will give us 3 multiplied by 5, because our x is here, so we put it here, which is now 3 multiplied by 5, which is 15. You can see that it is not the same. So this confirms that g of f of x is never the same as f of g of x. Thank you. So we'll continue this in the live lecture later.